Good morning. I'm Devasena. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about ADC, that is analog to digital converter interfacing with 8255. This topic is present in the subject mechatronics. ADC interface with 8255 to 8085 microprocessor. The analog to digital converter chips 0808 and 0809 are 8-bit CMOS devices with an 8-channel multiplexer. These devices are also designed to operate from common microprocessor control buses with tri-state output latches driving the data bus. Features: 8-bit successive approximation type analog to digital converter ADC. Easy interface to all microprocessors. It operates on single 5-volt DC or analog span. Adjusted voltage reference. No zero or full scale adjust required. 8-channel multiplexer with address logic. 0 volt to 5 volt input range with single 5 volt power supply. Outputs meet TTL voltage level specifications. Pin diagram of 0808 or 0809 ADC is shown here. It's a 28-pin IC. In this pin diagram, we have 8 analog inputs, 3 address lines A, B, C, start of conversion signal, end of conversion signal, VCC, ground, V reference plus and V reference minus, address latch enable, and 8 digital outputs. These have been represented in this pin diagram of 0808 or 0809. Block diagram of 0808 or 0809 is represented here. In this block diagram, the 8 analog inputs are applied to the 8-channel analog multiplexer. To this 8-channel analog multiplexer, the address lines A, B, C is also applied. The output of the analog multiplexer is applied to the amplifier. From that, it has been applied to control and timing unit and SAR. The output obtained from this circuit is 8-bit digital output. These things have been represented in this block diagram. The analog to digital converter chips 0808 and 0809 are 8-bit CMOS successive approximation converters. Successive approximation technique is one of the fast techniques for analog to digital conversion. The conversion delay is 100 microseconds at a clock frequency of 640 kHz, which is quite low as compared to other converters. These converters internally have a 3:8 analog multiplexer, so that at a time 8 different analog inputs can be connected to the chips. Out of these 8 inputs, only one input can be selected for conversion by using address lines, address A, address B and address C as shown in this diagram. Using these address inputs, multi-channel data acquisition systems can be designed using a single ADC. The analog inputs have been selected based on the address lines. For input 0 to be selected, the address lines be 0, 0, 0. For input 1 to be selected, the address lines should be 0, 0, 1. For input 2, 0, 1, 0. For input 3, 0, 1, 1. For input 4 to be selected, the address lines should be 1, 0, 0. For input 5 to be selected, the address lines should be 1, 0, 1. For input 6 to be selected, the address lines should be 1, 1, 0. Finally, the input 7 to be selected if the address lines are 1, 1, 1. The CPU may drive these lines using output port lines in case of multi-channel applications. In case of single input applications, these may be hardwired to select the proper input. Timing diagram of ADC 0808 or 0809 is represented here. The signals are start signal, ALE, that is address latch enable signal, then EOC, that is end of conversion signal, and OE, output enable signal, finally output. And these states have been represented in this timing diagram. Interfacing analog to digital converter with 8085 microprocessor. To interface the ADC with 8085, we need 8255 programmable peripheral interface chip with it. Let us see the circuit diagram of connecting 8085, 8255 and the ADC converter. Here is a representation of interfacing ADC with 8085 microprocessor. In this block diagram, we have 8-channel multiplexer and analog switches block, address latch and decoder block, comparator block, SAR block, control and timing block, output latch block. The port A of 8255 chip is used as the input port. The PC7 pin of port C upper is connected to the end of conversion pin of the analog to digital converter. This port is also used as input port. The port C lower is used as output port. The PC2 to 0 lines are connected to 3 address pins of this chip to select input channels. The PC3 pin is connected to the start of conversion pin and ALE pin of ADC 0808 or 0809. Now let us see a program to generate digital signal from analog data. We are using input 0 as input pin. So the pin selection value will be 00H. Program for interfacing ADC with 8085 microprocessor represented here. Move immediate A, 98H. Set port A and port C upper as input and port C lower as output, out 03. Write control word for 8255 to control word register. XRAA, clear the accumulator. Out 02H, send the content of accumulator to port C lower to select input 0. Move immediate A, 08H. Load the accumulator with 08H. Output 0 to H. ALE and start of conversion signal will be 0. XOR A, clear the accumulator. Out 0 to H. ALE and start of conversion signal will be low. In 0 to H, read from EOC, that is end of conversion, PC7. RAL, rotate left to check C7 is 1. Jump 0, read. IN00, then store the content in 8000 memory location, halt. Stop the program. Thank you very much for listening this lecture. If you like this lecture means, kindly share this video to your friends. For further updates, kindly subscribe my channel. Thank you.